This is Rockin' with J-Man. It's with the Seventh Stone. So how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself, man?
Good, man. Just enjoying life.
Oh yeah, the only way to do it.
So for those who are watching and not unfamiliar with you, can you tell me all about yourself?
Well, we are a hard rock band from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, the surrounding areas of Chattanooga, we just claim Chattanooga because it's the biggest city around us. And we've been a band for almost 7 years now, and working our way up, doing what we can to get our name out there.
So the new album is Hurt Turns into Hate. Who hurt you,
Yep.
bro? Who hurt you?
Well, uh, you might have experienced this at at your point in life, and I mean a lot of people have experienced that of going through maybe a relationship with either who are dating or friends where they don't reciprocate the same love or attention that you give, and eventually they break your heart or whatever, and you're mad about, or you're really disappointed about it, kind of heartbroken, and then one day it just kind of it flips. Something hits you and you're like, you know what, I'm pissed off about this more than I am, hurt by it anymore. And that's the gist of where that comes from, for sure.
Yeah, you should definitely turn that hurt into anger and just release the diss track on that person.
Yeah, or scream into a microphone with a guitar in the background. That's kind of where I go for it.
Do you ever think, did you ever think about quitting when the lockdown was going on?
Um, no, I mean, we all had thoughts of, like, if things gonna go back to normal. Um, if anything, because what I do, my coping mechanism with a lot of things is writing and playing music. So I kept doing that during the whole time. Quitting was not, it's never an option. Doesn't matter if we don't do anything or not. But it was definitely weird during that time because we didn't know if things were going to go back to normal. A lot of people thought we're going to be locked in our houses forever. But I don't think quitting is in our vocabulary per se, and it never has been, never will be. I would have to say. I plan on doing this for a while, and hopefully we can make a lot of money eventually at it. That's the hope.
What is the craziest thing that you remember about the lockdown?
The craziest thing about the lockdown? Let's see. Um, some of the riots around Chattanooga kind of got weird, but I mean, the craziest thing for me personally, not really crazy, but it kind of worked out in my favor at the time because I was still working at the time, working construction. So the traffic was really nice. Didn't have to worry about too many people on the roads or anything, which is not a great thing. But I guess that was the craziest. I mean, I wasn't like, we drove past a lot of the riot stuff, and I was just like, holy crap, there's a lot going on. But that was the weirdness of it, I guess, and not seeing everybody, not being able to go out, go on dates or whatever. But yeah, I guess that was the quote unquote craziest part of it for me.
What do you think about AI?
Uh, wow, you were throwing me some oddball questions, so touche, sir, touche.
Touche?
Um, touche. It's awesome, but also terrifying in the same sense, I guess. Technology is really good when it's for good, but honestly, if computers are also can be a lot smarter than a lot of people. So I think it's scary when it comes to the music aspect of things. It's not real, like it's computer generated and there's not much feeling behind it. Of course, people are going to still jam it, they'll bob your head to it and all that fun jazz, but there's no passion behind it. There's not people behind playing those instruments. So it's a toss up for me.
I mean, like, I think it's kind of crazy is because you can they because like they can write a full song without the singer and it'll sound just like them, like The Doors or Elvis or Biggie Smalls, something like that. They could put like out like an AI record and they're already doing like hologram things.
Yeah, they are. We've oh my god, actually, the last practice we had, I think my bass player was showing me Chester Bennington doing like a Stone Temple song, and I was like, "What?" Like, well, no, actually, he played for Stone Temple Pilots. Never mind. I forgot what song. Oh, it was Soundgarden, and it threw me off. It threw me off completely because I knew the voice, and it is very. It's cool getting those renditions at the time. Of somebody that you've listened to for a long time. It's like it's really cool. It's almost hear their actual voice, and it's scary how close they are.
Like, yeah, I always find it like like that kind of stuff always scared me. Like AI and how much it's getting advancer and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I'm I don't know. I'm not worried about anything, but it's also very terrifying of how smart everything is getting. Because I'm not a smart guy. I don't need anything to be smarter than me. I've got to keep going what I'm doing. I don't need anything smarter than I am.
What do you think about ticket prices getting super high for a lot of bands?
Ah, as a fan, it's not fun because I mean, Aerosmith going their last tour and then paying $400 for nosebleeds. I can't afford that. A lot of people can't. Which our ticket prices are nowhere near any of that. I understand it at the time because people will pay those prices, but it's kind of crappy for a lot of people that they want to go see one of their favorite bands, especially if they're on the last tour or something like that. It sucks, but I mean, a lot of these bands have to make their money, and that's how they do it nowadays. Sadly.
Yeah, like I wanted to see Pantera this year, and then
Oh yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I get you, man. I get you. And they're charging like $300 a ticket, and that's not even for the best seats. And
Mm-mm.
lawn tickets are like $100, and who wants to be out there? Like that's not fair, man.
No, it used to be like you could pay $60 for general admission, and then you could pay like $20 for the lawn, and that was our mainstay. We always go on the lawn, and you can still get the show and have a great time. And it's really, I don't know, it hurts being the working class and wanting to go to these shows and then having to pay so much money to sit in the nosebleeds. But it's the crazy times we live in. But yes, also you throwing Pantera makes me really happy because Pantera is freaking awesome.
Pantera is very cool. What was life like for you on the road?
Oh, um, it's a whirlwind, really. Crammed in a van with your band and eating crappily, not getting much sleep. Driving to the next city. But you see, I'm smiling about it because it's something I feel like everybody that wants to do this kind of thing needs to start out with, which everybody does really. Even there's actually a lot of big names that are still driving around in a van doing the same thing. But it's an experience in itself. But we had a lot of fun. It stinks. It stinks a lot, especially with our guys because we're a bunch of big dudes. But no, we loved it. That's why we're still doing the thing, and it's something else, man. You go through the whole day of just being like, damn, it's hot in here, the AC's broken, or you pull up to a venue and you can't even get inside for a little while, and you're like, well, what do we do? Just kind of hang out for a while. Then you play a show and it goes well. You get to hang out with people, and then get back on the van after you load up, and then drive to the next city, do it all over again. It does not sound glamorous because it's not, but it's something that nobody can take from you at the same time.
What's the best venue you've ever played?
Ooh, damn it. The best venue. It depends. It depends. My mind right now is torn because what like the biggest venue in Chattanooga we've played, sorry, where we're from, is the Signal. We opened up for Blackstone Cherry. Awesome venue, great people. That's how we met our guitar tech. But I think Blue Ridge might be the cool. I don't even. That's a festival technically. I wouldn't even call it a venue, but I'd say those are my top two. If I can, there's a lot on my list that I want to play that we haven't. We're on the verge of being able to do.
Do you really want to go like up north there? Like, where have you been playing? Have you played across the country at all? Like,
Across the country, yes. So we're on the East Coast, and then we played. Actually, that's another one. Actually, Kelly's Olympian in Portland, Oregon, was a big venue that we played. Or not a massive venue, but it's a historic venue. Love that one a lot. So, yeah, we played across the country. Um, had a lot of fun. You know, not being a well-known name band, but being again, you learn a lot. But we had a lot of fun. Yeah, so we've played. Actually, we still haven't even hit Florida. So we're in Tennessee. We haven't hit Florida yet. We've only played Georgia like twice. So it's kind of crazy that we played like in Texas and Oregon and Washington and Idaho before we got to play anything that's actually near us.
what is on your rider?
Oh, damn. So meals for sure. We have sorry. We have meals on there, and then we have basically beer. It's beer. It's beer and food. That's what's on our rider. That's if we get it, but it's beer and food.
Do you have a ritual before you guys go on stage?
Um, uh, we usually, I have a whole different process of things being me. I usually get push-ups in. You know, I'm doing vocal warm-ups, like pacing back and forth, all that fun jazz. We do a prayer, um, and then we usually do a pre-production shot of whiskey before we go on stage. That's our kind of a ritual.
Ever have a crazy interaction with a fan?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it as PG as I can. Um,
Don't worry, you won't get demonetized. We won't get them.
I don't want anything to happen, but I'm also just trying to keep it where it was. We had a guy. I'm not gonna say where or when, but we had a guy that was like really touchy feely with all of us the
What do
whole
you mean?
time. He wanted hugs. He would just kept like hanging all over us.
Did he
Like I
take your
remember
innocence from you?
my innocence been long gone, man. No, but he was trying to he paid us money to take a picture with him, which we don't charge money to take pictures with anybody. Uh but I guess that was the weirdest. He was just hanging all over us like we were trying to load our gear back in and he was still standing around being like, "Ah, oh, come on, man, just get another picture." It's like I understand. Like we've got another place to be. We need to get our gear here inside and get away from here. And he was still hanging all over us, like just all over the place, man. Like I'll take the money for sure. You
I
know,
think
all the
he's
money
drunk.
helps.
I would think.
Oh, he was more than drunk for sure.
You think he was on drugs?
No, 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 no. I think he was just drunk. I don't know the guy. I hope he's okay, and I'm sure we'll see him again at some point, maybe.
Did he kiss
But
you? Did he sniff you?
no, no. You're going far into this, but it was getting to that point. If that tells you anything, that's where the crazy kind of shit happened. Yeah.
Was he like, ooh, purple nurple? And he like tested.
There were no titty twisters. There were no
No,
titty twisters.
okay.
Not from random fans. We might do that to each other on the bus, but that's different.
Did he do a
That's
love
bandmate
squeeze?
stuff.
Wait, I also got one more question though.
Oh
Did he
God.
do like a love squeeze and like try to go for your private parts? Love squeeze.
Ah, I've never heard of love squeeze, but yes, he may have tempted that on a few members of the band. So that was the weirdest reaction. So there's no like crazy, like females doing that. Well,
He
which is
would.
every guy's dream of being in the band. You're like, oh, the ladies. Nah, we got a guy that did some crazy shit, or stuff. Damn it. There we go
Was he a
again.
little zesty? Was he a little zesty?
He was more than zesty. He should have not been drinking as much. Let's just put it that way.
Did any of your like band members feel like really harassed and felt like really uncomfortable when he was doing that?
I think all of us kind of did at that point in time. We were just kind of like, what is going on right now? Like, is this really happening?
Am I
Because
really?
that was definitely a first for all of us, for sure.
What's your favorite memory from playing a show?
Ooh, favorite memory for playing a show. Oh, um, we had a fan of ours give me her phone while I was on stage. Sorry, this could be personally for me. while we were playing a show, and I got to grab it and I got to film my goofy ass on stage while I was doing what I was doing, and she was so excited about it. And I got to hand her the phone back, and I got a cool video. I think probably not so much, but I felt like that was really awesome. Of like fans giving you a phone to be like, oh, I want to see what's going on, and all that fun jazz. That and I don't know. Every show is so much fun at the same time, especially if you're opening for a big name. And what that one sticks out though for some reason. That was the first thing that popped in my head was people handing me their phone to kind of show what's going on our end of the things during the show.
What is your worst memory from playing a show?
Oh, um, we played a small town festival, not far from Chattanooga, and my guitar rig went out. And at the time, it was only well, we had another guitar player, and we had the next song was like our latest single, and he didn't know the lead parts to it, and I was the only one that could play it, but we had no power to my rig, and so like the last 12 minutes of our set was kind of shot, and so we had to improvise and go through covers. I remember being very angry over the power going down on my stuff. I guess that was the shittiest aspect, if you will.
Were you really cussing? You were like,
Oh, I said a few words, and then I asked my manager to bring me a bottle of Jameson because I was kind of angry in the middle of it,
any
and it
slurs?
just went. What's that?
Any slurs?
Slurs? What do you mean?
You know what I mean, bro.
No, I don't say a lot of slurs. Those aren't exactly my thing. Even being from the South, slurs are not our thing. We don't do shit like that, thankfully. I cuss a lot. That's one thing, but none of that.
What do you do? What do you do on your downtime for fun? What do you do?
What, from touring?
Uh,
Um, since we're still a young band, I work anywhere to 40 to 50 hours a week. Um, my downtime though, whenever I'm not doing that, I like to hang out with my girlfriend and our dog, our two cats, and we have 5 chickens, which is kind of insane. But yes, we have basically a petting zoo at my house. So yeah.
what's next for you?
We are hitting the road with Texas Hippie Coalition in about, hold on, what is today? It's showing me in 10 days. We're hitting the road with Texas Hippie Coalition, starting out our tour in Houston, Texas. And yeah, it's going to be a kind of a party with those guys for a little while. We can't wait. Actually, I'm so stoked. I'm so pumped to go on the road with these guys.
How do my followers follow you?
We are on, if you go to SevenStonesOfficial.com, we have a link tree on there, and it'll take you to anything and everything that you want that we are on.
Do you guys got any cool merch?
We do have cool merch. And again, if you go to SevenStonesOfficial.com, we have t-shirts, we have hats, we have bracelets, we have necklaces, we have old CDs. We're still waiting to press the new one, the new album on actual physical copies of CDs. But we do have merch. Please go buy. Keep our bus going for the love of God.
Did you hook your boy up with some fresh gear?
We can. We can. We can make that happen. You gotta wear it though. You gotta wear it.
I will. I will. I promise you.
And then your dad needs to come to one of these shows and have my goofy ass face behind you somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Deal?
Deal.
I'll
Deal.
get yeah. All right, yeah.
Fun question time. You're on death row and it's time for your final meal. What's on the menu?
Oh my God. There's so much. Well, am I limited? Because I feel like because
No,
I'm a
you're
big
not
guy.
limited. You're not
You're not
limited.
limited to shit. Okay, look, I need Del Taco. I need like a queso burrito. I don't know if you have Del Taco where you're from. Have you
Yeah,
heard of
Del
them?
Taco. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so it's new from where I'm from. Awesome. And let's see, you need pizza, you need some fried chicken. I need macaroni and cheese. Anything with cheese on it, my big ass wants to eat it. And then you know what? I'll just go with like a 32-ounce Coke or something. I just need a Coca-Cola. I'll be good to go.
You could probably just get a liter if you wanted to.
Now I want a fountain drink, man. It's different, you know. I don't want it at the bottom. I want a fountain drink, like
Yeah, I like
gas
fountain
station.
drinks.
See, yeah, it's crispy. It tastes good. It's where it needs to be.
So death row. It's death row and time is over. How are you going out?
How am I going out? So I get to choose how I die?
Yeah, huh?
Holy shit! You are asking some crazy ass questions right now. Like I'm not. I was not ready for a lot of these. Let's see. Hold on. Mm, damn it! I feel like I'm going to be like very persecuted if I answer this the wrong way at the same time. You know what? Honestly, I'm not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'd want to go out. I want to do the whole sleep thing.
You should probably do like firing squad.
See, that's why I was kind of thinking at the same time. Give me a cigarette. Give me a cigarette right before I get shot. Going out in my own way.
I
It
mean,
might be firing squad. It might be firing squad.
it
Well, I
seems
just
pretty quick and painless. If they shoot you in the right place, though.
yeah, that's the problem. If they're shooting like Star Troopers, I'll be there for like 20 minutes before I actually get shot by anything. It's not going to happen.
But like, I'm pretty sure, don't they just like they'll make you stand against the wall, but they'll just point a gun right to your head.
That depends on. Like, well, never mind. I can't like say a lot of that is going on in my head. Look, my girlfriend likes a lot of like murder documentaries and like crazy shit. So like there's different options there, but firing squad, eventually somebody's gonna hit me in the head. I
Wait,
think I'll be all right.
does she like Ted Bundy and stuff? Like, does she like that kind of stuff?
She will watch this. She doesn't like Ted Bundy. She's not a
You get
fan
what I
of
mean, though. You get what I mean.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Trust me, she watches a lot of murder documentary stuff, which a lot of women do, which is actually very terrifying of being a man. But they're intrigued by it, man.
wow.
They're intrigued by it.
I mean, does she watch these like movies? Like, did she love the Dahmer story? Jeffrey Dahmer.
She has definitely listened to so many podcasts about Jeffrey Dahmer,
Dahmer.
and then watched that. Dahmer. Yeah, dude, you're young. It's okay to get the name wrong, and you're really happy that you weren't living during that era. But yeah, she's definitely watched that. You haven't watched any of that, have you?
Of course.
You have the new one?
Yeah, Dahmer. Of course.
Yeah, this shit's terrifying.
Yeah,
Like
he ate a
it's
lot of
good as hell.
people.
Oh yeah, like yeah, that's what makes it real too. And I know a lot of people are pissed off about it.
Bro. I just want to take some pictures.
Yeah, just sit here for a minute. You can leave after I take some picture. Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. He made it seem real, man. I'm so terrified for all like those victims and those families that have to watch that. Understand where they got really angry about it. Yeah, that's creepy as shit.
Can I take some pictures? Just stay still. Don't put on the brush. Just pictures. Just some pictures.
Okay, you're doing that too well. It's ingrained in your brain though, isn't it? It's right there. Yeah.
I just want to take some pictures. Just stay. Come on. I just want to take some pictures. Come on.
You'll stay right there while I take pictures.
Come on, take a drink.
Nah. The way you're why are you petting the camera? Okay, this might have been the awkward interview I've ever the most. I don't know if this is like a video thing that you actually put on there, but people are not seeing you finger the camera the way you are. That's there. It's terrifying. So apparently you're into that too. You're into the murder stuff.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say.
You watched the Dahmer thing, but nothing else. Like
I watched the 10 Buddy movies. That 10 Buddy.
That's a little bit different.
I can't pronounce the name. I just got out of boxing, so I'm tired. Bundy.
Out of boxing? Holy shit! Hell yeah! Sorry.
It's all right. All right. If you could choose any superpower, what would you choose?
Transformation. I'd like to be able to transform.
Like a shapeshifter? Like you can.
Yeah, like I could transform into whatever I want to at the same time. I feel like that'd be really cool.
Oh. Good
Oh
answer.
yeah, yeah. See, yeah. Weren't expecting that, were you?
Yeah.
I was actually my first thought was like being visible. I was like,
That's basic.
yeah, it's basic as shit. You know, I want to be able to like I could turn into like a shit. Well, I guess it would be like a vampire and alien. You can like turn into whoever you want to, whatever you want to look like. I feel like that'd be cool. Seems very manipulative, but it is what it is.
Let's say you can choose any song ever written by any band and you can change that song where you were the one who wrote it and it was your song. What song would it be and why?
Oh, damn. You got me. You got me. Um See, so there's a line that I'm drawing here. It's like, do I want to go for the aspect of money, or do I want to go from an aspect of like, holy shit, the song means a lot to me. I really wish I would have wrote those lyrics. So, damn it. If I would have known this was coming, I probably would have had a way better answer for you at the same time. But I'm going to go with something that I feel that I wish I would have written. Um, and it probably would be "Watch Over You" by Alter Bridge. Miles Kennedy is one hell of a writer, um, and they're not. Well, they're well known. Clearly, they're bigger than a lot of other bands, but they're huge overseas, and now they're just now starting to blow up here. But I think I would "Watch Over You" has a lot of meaning behind it. The meaningful lyrics and his Miles' voice. Holy shit! I'm glad it wasn't me because I'd butcher the hell out of that song vocally. But the writing aspect, and vocals, Miles Kennedy's the way to go. Alter Bridge.
All right. Thank you for being on my show. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, man. And you have a nice night, bro. See ya.
You too, brother, man. Be careful.
Peace. Peace.
Peace.